And 5, 4, 3, 2. U.S. high school students lose ground in math and reading, continuing years-long decline. A decade-long slide in high schoolers' reading and math performance persisted during the COVID-19 pandemic, with 12th graders' scores dropping to their lowest level in more than 20 years, according to results released Tuesday from an exam known as the nation's report card. 8th grade students also lost significant ground in science skills, according to the results from the National Assessment of Education Progress. The assessments were the first since the pandemic for 8th graders in science and 12th graders in reading and math. They reflected a downward drift across grade levels and subject areas in previous releases from NAEP, which is considered one of the best gauges of the academic progress of U.S. schools. Scores for our lowest performing students are at historic lows, said Matthew Zollner, the acting commissioner of the National Center for Education Statistics. These results should galvanize all of us to take concerted and focused action to accelerate student learning. While the pandemic had an outsized impact on student achievement, experts said falling scores are part of a longer arc in education that cannot be attributed solely to COVID-19. Schools closures and related issues such as heightened absenteeism, and educators said potential underlying factors include children's increased screen time, shortened attention spans, and a decline in reading longer form writing both in and out of school. The dip in reading scores appear alongside a shift in how English and language arts are taught in schools, with an emphasis on short text and books excerpts, said Carol Jago, Associate Director of the California Reading and Literature Project at UCLA. As a high school English teacher 20 years ago, Jago said it was common for her high school students to read 20 books over the course of a year. Now, some English classes are assigning just 3 books a year. To be a good reader, you have to have the stamina to stay on the page even when the going gets tough. Jago said, you have to build those muscles, and we're not building those muscles in kids. Education Secretary Linda McMahon said, the scores show why the Trump administration wants to give states more control of education spending. Despite spending billions annually on numerous K-12 programs, the achievement gap is widening and more high school seniors are performing below the basic benchmark in math and reading than ever before, McMahon said. Thank you. Thank you for listening.